The bandana's finally off. That eye patch actually looks good on him.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
Ah, shit.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Ha 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 ha. Dinner is owed.
Is that part of your mission too?
No.
Or is it an order?
None.
Or is it an invitation?
Yeah, it's an invitation. I'll go with option C. What? There's no option C? There's always an option C. If you get that reference, you're amazing. No one's getting that
I
reference.
don't take orders from anyone now.
They should have had the glass effect there. Like, just the sound. They didn't have to break it, but the sound should have been there. Oh, yeah, I get that neck. Someone likes being on top. Bow chicka bow wow. Radio off. Sorry, sir. We had communication error. Bad signal. Oh, that was actually pretty good. I like that one. I actually did. I wish I would actually say something. That would have been hilarious. No ruining the moment this time, phone! What the? I guess they really did do it on the floor.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake.
That freaking bitch. Forbidden knowledge. Wait, she doesn't mean no. Ah, sorry. I needed to itch my cheek. I didn't mean to hit the mic, but my cheek got itchy.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you.
Really?
And I'm sorry.
You don't look Chinese. She got a new motorcycle.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men.
Ah, okay.
The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The Philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too.
Guess that makes sense.
I got the film containing the legacy. And also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod.
Oh, shit.
5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union.
Oh, shit.
Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help.
Yeah, until your country falls down to communism. Oh!
Philosophers. I'm an agent of the Philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, okay.
She knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the Philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake.
Shit.
She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
But you couldn't because you fell in love.
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it.
The boss is that powerful of a person to influence Ocelot and Eva.
And you have to live.
That's how great the boss really was. One of the best villains or characters in gaming. Ah, self-destructing message. Just great. I wanted to hear it again. God damn it.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen.
Oh shit. Hey! Sigurd, Zero, and
That was her duty.
Paramedic. I rarely talk to them. This is the first time in MGS 2 or 3 I barely used the radio. It's kind of weird. Now I'm slowly pressing L1 because I heard there's a scene
You are
here.
above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
Yes, we were Big Boss. The guy you've heard so much about in the first two Metal Gears. That's who we just were.
You are a true patriot.
The greatest soldier of the 20th century. Where is he? There he is! I've never seen this scene before. Holy crap. Hey! Cat's out of the bag! That's a great trophy. I heard about it, but I never actually did that before. That was different. It's one of the Invisible R1 scenes. I know I missed most of them. Didn't shake his hand.
We could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple.
God damn it. Freaking government.
She was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out.
Loyalty to the end.
Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission.
That's a terrible mission, and I can't believe she actually did it.
And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end.
Still gives me a little bit sick to my stomach.
Of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on. In your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She said sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Am I missing something here? I never got that, seen that one either. Real history, he did get Kostitsin, then Brezhnev came over. Yep, I remember hearing that. Anything with actual characters' names is actually false. Oh yeah, Zero did disband Fox. Yeah. Yeah. That's the history. The Les Enfants Terribles project. So we did play Big Boss. The father of Liquid Snake Solidus. I love that little spin at the end where you were playing Big Boss. Okay, are we starting the credits now? Guess we are. I guess I have to give my thoughts on the game. I freaking love this game. Everybody does. It's not my favorite Metal Gear, but it's up there. Like, it's second or I actually prefer other games to it, but this game, I can see why most people say it's their favorite Metal Gear. Everything they did, except maybe the cure system, was done so well in this game. I will bitch a bit about the cure system. I think it's a pain in the ass and it's unnecessary. But that's just me. What else is there? Graphics. HD collection. It didn't improve the graphics too much, but made everything clearer. Till I noticed more of the scars, like Metal Gear Solid 2. Controls. The game feels graphically controlled. I actually happy they added the Solidus system where you could do the third-person view camera, because I prefer that over the other camera. Except in the final area, but that's just to make it harder for you. Some of the best bosses in Metal Gear history. This is probably has my favorite bosses in the series. So that's a big plus. If it wasn't for the cure system, I'd put it way higher on the list, but it just takes much for me. For a PS2 game, this was extraordinary. Like, I think this game was very underlooked from people who didn't play it. A lot of people I know didn't play it, like my brother didn't because he hated 2, which is understandable, but this game was way worth the mistake that 2 was. Overall, I give this game a 9.5 out of 10. It's almost a perfect game, but not quite. It's an amazing game everywhere you look at it. The characters, the drama, the story, being in the Cold War, everything in this game is absolutely amazing. It's just, the only reason it doesn't get a 10 for me, the cure system. I hate how you had to stitch everything up. Yes, it's realistic, but it's a pain in the freaking ass. And the game is also kind of too easy with how you regenerate health when you have stamina. Even though the hunting is cool, I wish they dealt with health a bit differently. Just seemed a bit too easy. I've gone so many times in this game and never died. Like, I died more in this walkthrough than I normally do ever. That's just me, though. That's my little vent on that. So yeah, coming up soon. Well, I don't know if I'm going to have this before or after Christmas. I may take a break from Metal Gear. If I do, it'll just be a Christmas break. If not, you'll get it after this one. Metal Gear Solid 4 will be coming. I have it. I'm happy they did the 2.0 update on Metal Gear Solid 4, so I don't have to do the 50-minute installs for every chapter. I just had to do one huge install, which took freaking forever with my internet. Overall, though, I'm really looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 4. It is my it's my second favorite outside Peace Walker. which I will. I'm thinking about doing Peace Walker after I do 4. I'm going to be doing it more than once, but I'm thinking of doing my solo run of it after 4, depending on how I feel. And if you really want to see Peace Walker, just tell me. If enough people get behind Peace Walker, I will do it. I love the game. I will be Let's Playing it more than once. I'll do one solo and then one with a few different partners. Because I freaking love the game. To me, it's my favorite non-JRPG game of all time. Which says a lot, actually. Substance Unit. Oh yeah, because they had to redo that stuff. He. I wish they made a 2D version of Metal Gear 1 and 2. Like Metal Gear, not Metal Gear Solid. I would play them then. And let's play them at a heartbeat. But I really don't want to go back to Super Nintendo. And I hate what they do at Metal Gear 2 with the Morse code. Whenever you have to change Colonel's codec number like five times or something like ridiculous like that. It takes away from the games. You have to go online, check for the codes. They're real dickish about military stuff in that game. My personal opinion. I'm just bitching and moaning. Isn't that what I do best? He. Ah, this game is so good. I'm happy you guys enjoyed these series because I'm loving doing this series. I can't believe I had to wait till after I finished doing Spider-Man, which I will go back. I have decided after I do all my Metal Gears, before I do Infamous, because that's coming up after this, I will go back and do Spider-Man Web of Shadows Black Suit run, because I'm missing playing a Spider-Man game, and I'll do that. I did promise I would do it, and I will do it. Just giving you an update in the future while I'm done talking. So yeah, after this, Metal Gear Solid 4 guaranteed. May have a break, may not. Depends how I feel recording-wise and during finals. And how far ahead I am, because I am going to have Legend of Dragoon throughout the Christmas break, no matter what. I may or may not do Peace Walker after. I'm most likely leaning towards doing it. But no, either way, before Infamous and Infamous 2, I will 150% be doing Spider-Man Web of Shadows Black Suit. Because I owe it to you guys. And what am I looking forward in the future after Legend of Dragoon? Which Legend of Dragoon is not even close to being done. Like, I'm not even at the halfway mark recording-wise. And I'm ahead of recording-wise now. I'm probably either going to do White Knight Chronicles or Final Fantasy 13. I want to do 13 too really badly, but I kind of got to do 13 first, or else you're not going to get a lot of it. But I may do White Knight Chronicles instead. It depends how I feel at the time. I still got like 2 or 3 months left in the game. And, oh.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
Who is this talking? Sounds like Ocelot, but can it be?
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now.
Peking is the old name for Beijing.
I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that.
He just gave away its Ocelot.
Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam.
Ocelot was Adam?
Of course. I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
What's going on? What's going on? Get my little appreciation done stuff. I have never killed that many people in a run. This was fun. Then again, I've never used that many life medicines. I obtain a Patriot, a camera, green face paint, a tuxedo, DMP. I already had that. But this has been the end. The end of a great game. The end of Metal Gear Solid 3 HD Edition. This is Brockhold, signing off, and have awesome!